Hello, it's Hannah here, and I want to talk to you about your body today. And if you're not feeling your best every single day, it's really important that you know what's going on with your body. So I want to talk to you about the role of specific hormones in your body, and today I want to talk to you about cortisol. So first of all, let me know if this sounds like it's going to be helpful to you. So do you want to know how the role of specific hormones in your body are going to be affecting you? So type yes into the comments now if you feel like this is going to be something really useful for you and it's something that you want to learn about. So inside the Exhausted to Energize method, which is my 12-week plan, this is what we look to do, okay? We look to bring balance back to the hormones in your body to restore your energy, to make you feel less stressed, to make you feel less overwhelmed. So I was thinking if I jump into the group, tell you about the specific role of some of these hormones, how they might be affecting you and what you can do to help yourself balance these hormones, and that should be helpful for you. Let's look at some specific things that you can actually do. So it's likely that you've tried things before to balance your hormones, and I'd love to know what. So what specifically have you tried in the past to balance your hormones, and did it help you? So you may have tried things like a specific supplement or a superfood perhaps, maybe the one that someone recommended to you. Maybe you tried sleeping more. Maybe you tried the contraceptive pill thinking that would help. Let me know what you've tried and whether it's helped you or not. Now, if it hasn't helped and you have tried specific things over the years, I'm going to hazard a guess, and I'm going to say it's because you haven't taken a full body approach, okay? So you haven't looked at your diet and your lifestyle at the same time. So normally there isn't a magic pill, like one thing that you can take that's actually going to solve your problems. And I often get messages from women in the community saying, you know, my periods are really out of sync. What can I do to balance them? Or I'm feeling tired all the time. What can I take? And the answer isn't that simple. It's not just, you know, this one magic pill that is going to help you overcome these health challenges. What you need to do is you need to, you know, balance the whole diet, your whole lifestyle. And although that might sound difficult, it isn't. If you are guided through it in a step-by-step way, it's actually really, really manageable. So today, as I said, I want to specifically look at the role of your primary stress hormone, and that's cortisol. So most of you probably know that cortisol does help you respond to stress, but it also has other functions in the body as well. So it helps you regulate your blood pressure, it regulates your metabolism, it converts your food into energy, it helps reduce inflammation in the body, which is really important if you're dealing with pain. It helps to control your blood sugar levels as well by regulating insulin as well. So let's look at what might be causing high cortisol. And there's a number of factors, okay? And the first one is stress. So you may have chronic stress. You know, you might find this time in Corona very, very stressful. You may be suffering from a bereavement, or, you know, be going through a divorce, or having, you know, difficult family situations at home. All of those things are really stressful. But even without those, you know, those big chronic stresses, it depends how you're responding to stress in your life. So if you're stuck in traffic, does that make you feel really stressed? If you're running late, do you feel stressed? If you burnt a dinner, are you wondering what you're going to give your kids for dinner instead? And does that leave you feeling really, really stressed? Or maybe, you know, an argument with a family member or squabbling children, maybe that really, really stresses you out. I know in the past that I carried a lot of stress from these everyday situations. And, you know, even watching a TV program in the evening that was a bit jumpy would make me feel really, really stressed. So have a look at if you're dealing with chronic stress or how you are responding to stress in your life. Also, things like medication, especially the contraceptive pill, that can actually increase your cortisol levels. Eating the wrong food, so your diet can massively impact your cortisol levels, as can exercise. So exercise raises our cortisol levels, but how quickly are they coming back down afterwards? Like if you're over exercising, that could leave your cortisol levels too high for too long for you. So I made a post into the Facebook group earlier today, so you can go and find that, and I gave a list of 14 symptoms that may indicate that your cortisol levels are too high. So some of those were things like craving sugar, being quick to anger, feeling really shaky and weak if you haven't eaten for a while, having digestive problems like reflux or indigestion. And again, these are things that I personally really suffered from, and I see inside my program, I see this a lot, that women are feeling angry and irritable and you know, shaky and weak when they're hungry. So go and have a look at that list. And if you feel like 3 or more of those symptoms resonate with you, then you may be dealing with high cortisol levels. Okay. Now, if you have these warning signs and you don't do anything about it, you're going to continue to feel like that or feel worse. Okay, so you are going to be feeling tired all the time. You are going to be feeling angry and irritable. And are you happy with living like that? And if you continue not to address those symptoms, then you are going to have you could have more chronic complications. So things like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, your weight can increase because you start to store fat, your sleep will be disrupted. So you might find it hard to fall to sleep or to stay asleep. You could have brain fog. That's another common one that I see. Or infections, that you become more prone to infections and you find infections harder to shake off. Okay, so I want to encourage you not to ignore the warning signs and to take the steps to overcome your high cortisol levels. So I'm going to give you 3 simple steps today. Okay, so the first one, this is the one that I'm all about, is to eat a more whole foods diet. So we're talking about things here like fruits and vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, oily fish, all the things that you know that you should be doing anyway, and probably could be doing better. And that's for most of us. So there's no reason to feel guilty around that or feel like you're not doing your best, but just to take the steps to improve upon that. Also, there's lots of supplements that can help. So things like omega-3s, B vitamins, magnesium, all these supplements we actually look at inside of the program, and we look at the symptoms of why you may be low and what kind of supplements you need to take, the dosages that you need to take to actually bring these deficiencies back into balance again. Also, some superfoods like ashwagandha or maca, these can be added really easily to foods and can help bring your hormones back into balance. I also like to look at exercise, and I think that although a lot of us are not exercising enough, often when we do exercise, we then push ourselves too much as well. So it's about having balance with exercise, and this is why I like teaching yoga. I recommend things like Tai Chi, Pilates, all of these types of exercise that keep your body moving, but actually keep you out of stress and keep you in the parasympathetic nervous system, so that rest and digest mode. So bringing one of these into your life is not enough. So you may be eating a really good diet, but you're feeling stressed all of the time, or you can still have high cortisol. You might be taking some supplements, but then you're over exercising. So if you're exercising a lot and you feel really depleted afterwards, really drained, like you've got a banging headache afterwards, these are all symptoms that you may be over exercising. So you want to be exercising enough that it feels good for your body and that you're not feeling too drained afterwards. So when I work with women inside my program, they quickly feel better. And I interviewed Heather. You may have seen the interview with Heather where she said she was feeling irritable and angry with her family a lot of the time. And after she started working with me in the program, she realized actually it wasn't them, it was her. And, it's very hard to be honest about that, but it's also very powerful when you realize that's what's happening and you know how to change it. Then your relationships can improve really quickly. So if you feel like this is something that you need help with, then I'm here to support you with it. Contact me inside the group. You can comment below on this post. You can drop me a private message. This is something that I can help you with, that we can do easily over 12 weeks. And I hope the tips today have helped you. Let me know in the comments if the tips today have helped you. So eating a more whole foods diet, taking the right supplements for you, and not over exercising. They're my 3 tips to help lower your cortisol levels if you think that they're high. And I want to talk to you about other hormones over the coming days, maybe over the next week. So things like insulin. We're going to talk about thyroid health. We're going to be looking at your adrenal glands, your testosterone. So let me know if you want me to carry on making these videos, if you think that they're helpful for you, and I will make another video for you tomorrow. All right, see you soon.